Hello friends, I hope you are having a wonderful week so far. Today I am going to be sharing some new goodies that I have gotten in and playing around with some of them. Yes, I have a brand new shipment of goodies that I got in from Rapunzel recently. But before I get to those, I want to talk about some new jewelry that I picked up. So if you have been following me for a bit, you will know I am a big fan of Ariel Tidhar, and she has some stuff like kind of on crazy amounts of sale on her website right now, so I picked up a few things. I got these adorable little hamsas with pomegranate cutouts in the middle, these in the same acrylic with, again, pomegranates up top and here with little ayanharas, and then these gold and red pomegranate earrings with these enormous fake pearls on them. And yeah, I just thought all of these were super, super cute. I'm going to go ahead and put these on for the rest of the video. But yeah, I think all of these are gone, but if you like the vibe, there's plenty else on her website. I'm going to link it down below. And these I purchased with my own money, but I did get all 3 sets of these earrings for like under $50, like maybe a hair over $50 by the time I included shipping, which is absolutely bananas for, like, you know, supporting small artists, which I always enjoy doing. And then, oh gosh, I'm realizing now that my selection of things that I have been sent from Rapunzel recently is incomplete, so I will be back just momentarily. Okay, so Rapunzel has had a lot of new releases lately, and they have sent me a bunch of stuff. So everything that I am showing in the video from here on out was given to me by Rapunzel for content creation and such. So first of all, they re-released the Believe It or Not scarf. So this is in the color navy. It's a very dark navy, as you can see, with silver running through it. I have another one of these. I think it's champagne, and they didn't restock that color, but I love these. The texture of it, it's like similar to like if a Petal Soft were shimmery. It has such nice, lightweight, buildable volume. This is also a phenomenal scarf if you have a bigger head. It wraps very long. And I adore that about it. They also sent me this higher ground scarf. This is, I think they called this color Periwinkle, that is super pretty with these like blues and pinks. And I did a tutorial pairing the two of these together, and that is up on Instagram if you are interested in seeing it. And then the next shipment that they sent me, because that release happened like very quickly and they wanted to get things out to me. So one of the new things they sent me, which I am so excited about, is this. This is one of the brand new t-shirt triangles. So if you're familiar with their favorite t-shirt scarf, it is that material, but it is in a triangular form. I have not folded this. It is doubled over at the front edge. And I have been getting so much use out of this. I'm probably going to do a video with like a low bun wrap using this, but I love it. I really love, I feel like it's a little bit smaller than like normal squares because I feel like the tails aren't super long when I tie it on like this. And I really like it. That is not too long for me. But yes, super fun, super comfy, love the olive. They also sent me a wine Petal Soft that they wanted specifically for me to try pairing up with the Sisterhood scarf, which I think that's going to be such a pretty combination. I think I'm probably going to play around with that at the end of this video, these two scarves together. Now, I will be honest, the Sisterhood scarf is not, it's not what I thought it was. So I saw that it is a scarf that has the split between, you know, the white and the navy, but I expected, for some reason, I expected it to be split horizontally, and that is not the case. It is long this way, so it's got little tassels, blue and white tassels on the ends, and so one half of it is the navy, and the other half of it is white. And so I've never seen a scarf quite like this. I've never worked with a scarf quite like this, and I've spent a fair amount of time trying to play around with it and come up with ways to use it to its best advantage. So I'm going to show you some of those at the end of this video, because I think this could be a challenging scarf to wrap in a way that it's going to look its best, and also to wrap with additional versatility, because you have this hard divide down the middle of it that you need to contend with. So I do think that's a little bit of a challenge, and one that I look forward to tackling. Rapunzel also sent me a Layers of Love scarf. This is in the gray. I always forget how much I love the Layers of Love. I have one in blue and gray, and I don't think they sell that color anymore, but it is like, I think probably the lightest weight pashmina that I have worked with. I don't think it's really see-through at all, but it is so light. If you are intimidated by the idea of wrapping with the pashmina, this is a really good one to start with. I think it's lighter even than the Lakeshore Blisses. I don't think I have any pashminas that are lighter weight than this. Maybe the Dewdrop Sparkle, if you count that. That's also just a completely different texture. And then they also, speaking of pashminas, sent me this. This is the Peaceful Morning scarf in the color Rose Quartz. And this is just, it's so pretty. Yeah, I think the colors in this one are absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna throw this on in a wrap real quick. I'm probably gonna end up doing a bunch of tutorials with all of these new goodies that will end up getting posted to my Instagram, but I really wanted to take this and put it into like an Alina knot, and I think, is that the middle? Sometimes it's hard to tell, but then I look at I think I'm centered, but then I look at the pattern, it's like, nope, not so much. Okay, I think that is gonna be it. And I do want that front border, so I will fold this up. I do struggle sometimes with like pleating pashminas in the front. And then I am just gonna crisscross it in the back and then go around and adjust this a little bit so that it is nice and even. And then I think an Alina knot is, well, it's one of my favorite just versatile wraps, and especially with pashminas where it's a little bit thicker. So this is an interesting texture. It's a thin pashmina, but it has a very similar feel, I think, to the cranberry, actually. It's not like the double layered thickness that the cranberry is, but it has a similar like grippiness to it. Very interesting, but that means that it pleats like an absolute dream, which I will show you momentarily. I just look, it wants to create such beautiful, beautiful folds. I mean, how stunning. It's so pretty. And then this one, I'm gonna bring up higher than I usually would for the Alina knot, because I really just want like a nice cascade down. Really emphasize that by my face. And then this can come up and around and tuck in. It looks so nice. How pretty is that? Just like such soft, lovely colors. This is also going to be beautiful moving into the spring months. It's not too heavy to keep wearing. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful scarf, and not one that I necessarily would have picked out for myself, but I am very glad now that I do have it. And then I have one more scarf that they sent me that has not been released yet, so I cannot show it to you, but I am very, very, very excited about it. And I actually suggested a name change for that new scarf, which will be coming at the end of January. Okay, so that is the haul, and now it's playtime. So I am going to use this wine Petal Soft as my base. So I am just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna throw this on my head nice and even. I am not going to angle it, even though that is usually what I would do. And the reason, so when I was playing around with that, I found that angling it, it was a little bit too much. There was so much going on with the Sisterhood scarf, and I really just want to keep the lines a little bit tidier. And so I'm gonna put that on, and then I'm going to do basically half a regal wrap. I'm just gonna bring this guy up and around, with the intention that none of it will be showing in the finished wrap. And make sure I'm tucking in the short bits so that I can make it all the way around the back of my neck to tuck it into the pocket. All right, so now here is where some of the challenge comes in with this guy, because if you were to just place it on your head, and I'm not really going to fold it up yet, but if you were to just place it on your head and tie it on like that, it's a little, I don't know, I don't love the look of it having this line run straight down the middle like that. I don't know, I've never worn a scarf like that. If it doesn't bother you, by all means. But I feel like what I want to do, I want to be clever about this. So, one of the things that I did was kind of angling it a little bit. It's gonna be a little bit of an illusion. So I will tie it on like that, and I'm doing a knot at the back of my neck. Now, this is the side that everything wants to come out on, but I feel like if I brought this up, it really wouldn't look like anything. So I'm actually gonna cheat this just a little bit and switch my two scarves around like that. And then I will take the white half of this scarf and I will bring that up to sort of complete this V shape. See? So now I have hidden that transition. And I might, no, because I'm going to bring this one up next, and so you're not really going to see anything else going on over here. All right. So I'm going to bring that down, and I will use my wine Petal Soft to tie it in place. Okay, and then now I will take the blue half and bring that up. And I want to have the white showing in the back. I don't want to cover all of it. And bring that around. So I could do that and then bring this across the top. And I think that would look lovely. But I think maybe I will give these two a twist together as I bring it up and across. I think I really like the way that is shaping up. There we go. Oh, I think that is very pretty. Okay. I like that a lot. And then do I have enough room to squeak this around and through? Barely, barely, barely. If you have a bigger head than me, I don't think you would be able to manage it. But in that case, you could just tuck it at the nape of your neck, and that would be perfectly fine. All right, so here's one way of wearing that Sisterhood scarf from the front, side, back, and the other side. So you can see where it's like, it's a little bit challenging. It doesn't quite behave like any other scarf that I have because the nature of the pattern. So obviously, one of the things that you can do is you can just wear it off center. So I think in the model photos that are on Rapunzel's website, that this is how they were both taken. They were both just in a simple beginner's luck, but taken off center. So that, yeah, and then here is the long end that you can bring up and over. And so you just have the colors like that. So I think that is what's going on in those model photos, and they kind of have it alternating. But I'm gonna see what else I can do and also try and incorporate this guy. So I think maybe, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All right. I am going to bring my Petal Soft up and over, and I'm going to try and spread this out as wide as I can make it. Because then, when I bring the white portion of my scarf up and over, I am just going to bring that right down the middle. And so it's going to create like that extra layered look. So red line on the outside, white down there through the center. And then I always feel so turned around when I end up doing my knot on the other side. But there she is. So yeah, beginner's luck, always a fine choice. And get the three colors playing through there. So here it is from the front, from the side, from the back, and the other side. So now we're gonna get a little bit weirder about it, because I was thinking about other ways to camouflage that transition between the two sides. So one of the things that I thought I would play around with is, so I am going to take the scarf and kind of gather it up in the middle here, and I'm gonna tie a knot in it. So there we have it. white on one side, blue on the other. Actually, I'm gonna scooch it a little bit down. There we go. So it's a little bit more even blend of white and blue. And then this can be placed on the head just like that. And so treating it as a sash in that way, and then you get side coming up here, and I'm going to tie it off with my red, and then maybe I need to do that more at the same time. Oh, terrific. I have been breaking nails left and right lately. It's just this winter, it's been very cold and very dry here. And it is causing problems. Okay. So I think I will just do that. There we go. And then you can let that cascade down the back. Bring this behind. Yeah, I think that is looking cute. Tuck it under. And then this can also come up through the middle. What do we think about that? I'm not loving that so much. I feel like I almost should have just like completed the regal wrap and then just left the red hanging out in the back. So let's pretend that that's what I did and that this can be otherwise the finalized wrap. So here it is from the front, from the side, from the back, and the other side. So that is one method of camouflaging. And of course, if you wanted to like fluff up that knot there for a little bit more volume, yeah, see, that's cute. That's cute if you just ignore the extra bit hanging out the back. Don't worry about it. I thought that was pretty cute. And then finally, I might just, yeah, we're gonna ditch this scarf. Oh, there was one more thing I wanted to do with the scarf on. Never mind. We lied. Sometimes it's the combination of like figuring things out in real time and then also things that I tried a few days ago and I don't remember absolutely everything that I did. My thumbnail is like really short, and so I trimmed it down just this morning, but apparently I did not get everything, but it's like down to the quick, and now it is snagging on my scarves and making me sad. It's all right. We will survive. We will get through it. Okay, now I am just going to do this guy in a regal wrap so that I don't need to be messing about with any tails hanging out on this. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna undo the knot in this guy, and we are going to try bringing it up from behind. So I'm going to keep it relatively close to the front because it's going to want to migrate backwards. So ordinarily I would do 2 twists and bring it back down, but I really want to keep those patterns alternating. So I'm going to throw an extra twist into it. How fun is that? And then just tie it off in a knot like so. And if you want to tuck this bit away, we can do that. But I did think that was a very cute way to show off the alternating color pattern. So here, this is from the front, from the side, from the back, and the other side. And then finally, now I am going to ditch. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to bother. We are going to do, I think a lot of turban styles would work well with this scarf because you're bringing up the two sides and you can really play around with that. But I thought that this might look really nice in the Chava Emuna ponytail wrap. So we are going to give that a try. And I don't think that you need a scarf underneath it. I ordinarily wouldn't have one, but I'm just not bothering today to take it off of my head. Okay. And then my one tail is going to go back. My other tail come up and around. And then fluff out my little knot here. And then this is going to come around one more time. Again, fluff the knot. And then I like, as one option, to bring it through right here. And let it dangle. So definitely a more dramatic look. If you don't want it to do that, then you can literally just bring it straight back, just like so. And that is also, I think, very fun. Yeah, so here it is from the front, from the side, back, and the other side. So I hope you enjoyed my haul. I hope you enjoyed my playing around with this Sisterhood scarf. If I come up with anything else particularly exciting, I promise that I will post tutorials either here or on Instagram or both. So until next time, that's a wrap for me. Thank you so much for watching.